right here, there was quite a gap between the brass tube and the wood. And what I did was I dropped CA glue into the crack. Maybe 4 or 5 drops soaked right down in between there until it built up to the place that you see it there. You know, I was just thinking it could be that after I do the barrel trimmer thing, it could be a lot clearer. If it is, we'll show this again. Now, directly behind the drill press that you can't see is a very bright spotlight shining down this way. And the idea is that as soon as the cutter shows the brass tube, well, it's going to reflect like a mirror. You can't help but see it. Now, something else that you don't see is a vacuum cleaner nozzle. Well, you can almost see it. It's on the extreme right-hand edge of the scene. And what's happening there is it's drawing off all the little shavings. It makes it a lot easier to see what you're doing. In fact, it's doing it so well, you're not even seeing any shavings. Well, it's not as clear as I'd like it to be, but you can see there's a definite space that has been filled by the CA glue between the brass tube and the wood. Between the 2 and 3 o'clock position, that's where it's the greatest. Anyway, enough of these close-ups. Let's start turning. Now, I don't think it makes any difference which one I do first here. You know what? I should have deburred the inside of that. Guess I better do that first. Okay, now once again, I'm going to run this in reverse so that these cutters don't dig in. Turn it so you can see it. Now, see if it works this time. Much better. I think we're ready. You know what? I'm not ready. I'm going to end up cutting the mandrel again. I got to put a spacer in here. That gives me more room. And I'll just do this until I get the corners off. And then I'll give you a good view. Now you're probably thinking, enough with the sanding already. Well, I cut out about 5 times as much as you saw. I did sand a lot on this. Well, I think we're ready for the polish. My, when you look at it from this angle, I'm going to readjust the camera here. Sort of nice little golden hue to it. Well, I'm going to keep the RPM down now. And we'll just sort of work this in. Now this is the one that's known as cut and shine. You notice it's getting kind of dark there? That must be from the bushing. We'll wipe this out from the inside out. I don't want to get those little metal particles embedded in the wood. Yeah, we're pretty well got it now. Well, let's buff and see what we got. Well, that's not too bad for the first one. Now I have found that if I run the RPM too fast when I've got cactus juice impregnated into the blank, it sort of melts, gets hot and melts, so keep the RPM down. I was only doing about 1500 RPM there when I was buffing. This looks kind of nice. Well, I'll do that about 4 more times, see what we got. Now I did the other blank exactly the same way. You didn't miss anything. Well, I don't know which one of these is the nicest. Sometimes I think this one, sometimes I think this one. I think I'm going to have to flip a coin. Maybe this one. Yeah, we'll do this one.